5000 BC, Native American tribes were on their land. But then, lots of the British Empire came to invade, but then it took all the land, but then there was something appearing by the British Empire. It was then, the colonies. The colonies had a war called the Revolutionary War. Since the colonies won, the British Empire gave up all their land. But then France came to North America. But then USA said to France, "Will you sell it?" But then France said yes. But then it bordered the Spanish Empire. The United States bordered the Spanish Empire. But then it became the Mexican Empire after Mexican Empire's independence. But then they had the war. But since Texas gained independence, that it joined the war. But Texas was getting invaded by Mexican Empire. But then USA helped Texas. But then after Texas and USA won the war, Texas said, "Can I join you?" And USA said yes. But then the last two states were Alaska and Hawaii, and they were part of different countries. But then USA said to the Russian Empire, "Will you sell it?" But then the Russian Empire said yes. But then the last state was Hawaii, which USA invaded. But then it started having a war called the Cold War against the Soviet Union. But then USA started had won the Cold War.
There was a couple wars in between.
But then
that you missed,
But then the next. USA helped Ukraine against the Ukrainian war in 2011.
Okay.
Which the Ukrainian war wasn't good because the Russian invasion came.
Yes.
Now, next questions. Okay. What was the first country what was USA's first to be as a country?
To be as a state?
No, a country.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Question's done. It started as the colonies from the British Empire independence. But then now question 2. Did the colonies won the Revolutionary War? 3, 2, 1. The incorrect answer is no, and the correct answer is yes. Did Texas join the United States? 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is yes. Did USA invade the Kingdom of Hawaii and took from the Russian Empire land, Russian Empire saying take the strip off of me. But then so you have 3 questions. So you have 3 seconds to answer. 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is yes. But then,
are you sure? Didn't Russia sell
Yeah.
Alaska?
Yeah.
But it was true that Hawaii was invaded because they were a kingdom of their own. They had a female leader who was a queen.
End of the video.